Do y'all hear the geese? Maybe that's a sign. Geese are assigned to stick together, to take turns when it comes to leadership. You know, they fly in flocks, and in the V formation, the one at the top in the front goes to the back, and then the ones in the back go into the front, and they take turns. And what else is cool too is that if one gets hurt, 2 or 3 will stay back with that one until it's either better or it dies. Which I was doing a video before on this, and I seen the 3 birds, and I'm like, oh, they must have came down, you know. And then the next time I only seen 2 birds, and I'm like, oh, that one must have died.
So sad, but they always stick together.
So I think it's cool. Maybe that has to do something with you, teamwork. And also when it comes to love and geese, they have the same partner for life. One partner. When that partner dies, then they might look for a new partner on the next season, but they'll go a whole season with no partner. All right, so Cancer. I was gonna do Pisces. Should we do water signs? I'm gonna do water signs. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, because look, Scorpio came out. Okay, so we have the Magician and the Chariot on either side of this, saying that God's opening up a way for us to go forward. Do you see the hands? Isn't this so beautiful? And then we have the Magician on either side. Now, these are 2 majors. You also have the High Priestess and the Death as the major, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So with the Chariot and the Magician, this is really moving forward quick with forward focus, like we know where we're going. And I see this, the red thing, like this bull, like we're not, it's like we're taking, we're taking a deep breath. I can't think. Are you okay?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I couldn't get this, like, this skin up temperature.
Put lotion on.
Yeah, we're gonna put
Lotion on its skin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So these 10 pentacles, right? See how they have these things, right? This 10 of pentacles is the security, is this family. But with this High Priestess in reverse, it's as if these, look, 5 things here and 5 things here. And then you have here, this is you, and then connected to the spirit. This is our intuition connected to the spirit. Perhaps this is your intuition, the higher you. And these 10 things are what fell down to here. It's as if these are the 10 things. From here, it's like this opens up. When we open up our intuition, when it comes to the security, the stability, this family, these endings, this stable, smooth, well-established position inside a steady, robust system. The 10 of Pentacles reflects accumulation of expression of the qualities that belong to this suit. The Arcanium means that we are satisfied with ourselves and what is going on in our lives, where everything is literally in its place. The 10 of Pentacles symbolizes the intention to create the timeless values. This aspiration for creative stability is expressed in the need to put down roots, to build a house, to raise a family, to have a sustainable career. 10 of Pentacles says that something valuable has been created, something that will withstand the test of time. We understand the price of what we own and sense material, spiritual, and emotional satisfaction. This card indicates that we can rely on support of our family and can provide support to others. Sometimes the Ten of Pentacles predicts inheritance, both in a direct and indirect sense when we talk about spiritual heritage. But we must remember there is a new level in front of us. What has been achieved is significant and long-term, but we shall see new opportunities to start new projects. Behind it, their absence will mean stagnation. Their absence will mean stagnation. So perhaps we have to take this stability and this here, this helping others, these things, and put them on each side. Maybe we have to put 5 here and 5 here. I don't know, there's something about that. With the Death in reverse, I seen it upright. Okay, so back. So the Magician. So the Magician is a God conceiving, like, birth thought form concept. There is nothing impossible for the Magician. If there is a goal, there'll be a solution. Psychologically, the Magician represents human intelligence, this beautiful mind, self-learning biological professor. Every second it creates new algorithms and protocols, establishing neurological grids that resemble telecommunication grids, transmitting, receiving, analyzing information. And artificial intelligence is born, and it is the Magician too. One needs to command only oneself, their own personal universe of ideas and intentions. Think like every single thought is written in huge, fiery letters in the sky. Alright, so water signs, sorry about all the interruptions and the confusion. Now I could sit here and get into it. We looked at the book. I love that book. How cool it is. I love how it's like so detailed. I love it. And I love how it says this. So with the Magician and the Chariot surrounding this reading, it's saying, like, from this is what's gonna come out. We're on the right road to these new beginnings, to creating whatever. This is the master manifestor, the Magician, like it said, like, this is a God creation. We're creating this. And this new road, it's like we're coming from this. This Chariot is like, okay, we won the battle. We just went through war, basically. Now, we start with the 5 of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this combo is telling me that there's some kind of action. It's like we went against ourselves, or perhaps we went against our own thoughts. Or perhaps these are thoughts of other people's that is messing us up. You know, like I always say, these are your readings, so use your intuition when deciphering the messages. This Queen could be you. This could be a situation or somebody else in your life. Now, this is also releasing, like, making a bad decision when it comes to money, whether we're gambling or something. But this is a thought. It's like, it's almost like this is the consequences. It's like, from these actions, this is the consequences from this action, like some kind of loss. Now with the High Priestess in reverse, and here it's almost with the Ten of Pentacles, it's almost as if there's some kind of secret out. There's some kind of hidden knowledge released about some family. Perhaps this is talking about, like, family inheritance, or like some kind of information. Perhaps you realize you have a family member that was here the whole time that you didn't know was there. Something like this. Perhaps there's something about your DNA, something hidden about the DNA that we now know. This is now known. This could also be an older woman, bitter about this. You know, this could be the ending of the cycles too. So we could be like, okay, now we know, we see this stability. We see how much more we can go from here, and then it leads right to the 3 of Wands. And this is this expansion. You know, we're turning our back to this, whatever these consequences are, and we're changing. We're making changes. We're making changes and completely growing new things. And this is telling us that we have everything in our power to do so. And right underneath this was the Four of Swords. This is this healing with the Five of Cups. It's like we're healing from these losses, these lost relationships, this lost whatever. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, I see her as the mother, as like she does all of the deeds. You know, the wife in this, she's very loyal, but in reverse, it's almost as if we're going against your family, or you're going against somebody. Perhaps this is a queen that, like, trying to take this. It's like, okay, we found out about this, and this queen did this action and tried to take all of this security. And perhaps this is the consequences for this action. Or perhaps there was a secret about this that was released, and now there's the consequences for the actions. This is nothing that we cannot come out of. With the Magician and the Chariot, we are definitely winning, and we're creating a whole new thing. Like, there's nothing that this Magician cannot do. I don't think we read the Death. And since this is a major, I think I want to read a little bit of the Death, because this book is so beautiful. I love it. Between the past already gone and the future yet to come, transformation, change of condition. The acronym of death is not about physical death. Its territory is the death of self-definition, anachronistic part of one's own ego identity. Death marks those places that were totally vacated by tension, just like the current form of power grid. Dead can become relationships, work, habits, environment, ideas, behavioral models. Death is surrounded by the grief of loss and the pain of separation, but not only. It also carries relief, because something that had exhausted itself fell off easily. I am a God-given shadow, a fertile mother. Every one of you experienced an encounter with me. That was your birth. Don't be afraid of me. I won't do any harm to a living. Instead, I will clean up space from the wrecked, doomed things that do not bear any sense anymore. Sorrow of irreplaceable loss and fear of the unknown, fear of changes, but the time has come to grieve, forgive, farewell, and let go. Wow, this is beautiful. Readiness for this loss is acceptance, is also a part of the price. To find yourself in new relations, you have to get over the old ones, at least strip off from familiar and habitual solitude. To acquire a new position or status, you have to lose your old condition. To become rich, you have to lose the inner position of a poor man. This is how we become adults. Children cannot imagine me, because if they do, they will stop being children, for I am the end of the childhood. Let's try to die right now, permanently, irrevocably, without any hope to heal. And perhaps that's what this is. This death is really just turning our back to the past and looking forward to all the new things that are growing. Look at the butterfly. It reminds me of this red butterfly in here. It's like we take something from this paying our consequences. We're losing this battle. Perhaps we're losing this job or this woman, this situation. But it's forming some kind of security. You know, this Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Magician here, saying that we have all the tools that we need to succeed. And the Chariot is telling us we're on the right road to this healing. And this is beautiful. Thank you so much, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed this. I love y'all. Happy Pisces season. Yeah, waters are really going through it. Because we're coming out of this earth and I can't think of the fucking other element. So we're coming into fire and air. Fire, air, earth, water. So yes, and Pisces with water. So yeah, we're with earth and water. It's very slow. You know what I'm saying? But now we're moving in to a time where it's like fire and air, very moving very quickly. You think when you put air on fire, it can go big. But if you put too much air on fire, it's like blow it out. So here is probably has something like this. Same thing with fire. Like we can have too much fire and we get too hot. You know, but if we don't have enough fire, we could be too cold. So yeah, something about this is really being secure in connecting with the spirit, bringing these material things to our intuition or something. Perhaps each one of these things brings something. It's like when you touch something, you know that, you know, you touch something, you could feel where it's been or something like this. Something about this. It's like we know, our strong knowing. It's like this, no, we know the security. We know the security is coming. It's like God's opening this up. And if you don't know, now you know. Love y'all.